All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Big Blue Tea.
All right, Giants Nation, buckle up. We are officially diving headfirst into day 5 of Giants training camp, and let me tell you, it was quite a day down at MetLife.
Yeah, sounds like things were heating up.
Oh, literally, it was cooking out there.
Yeah.
But this isn't just your standard news report, you know? This is the good stuff, the granular details, the inside scoop from our own notes that gets you buzzing about our G-men.
That's what these deep dives are for, right? Taking those raw observations and figuring out what's really going on.
What it all means for the season ahead. Because it wasn't just the weather making things fiery. Something else was definitely stirring things up.
Right. And what's always so compelling about these early camp days, even just tracking it day to day, is how fast narratives can shift.
Yeah.
You see key players kind of emerge.
Yeah.
Sometimes out of nowhere.
Really.
So our mission today really is to synthesize these observations, try to connect the dots, and, understand the patterns that might be starting to form.
Patterns, yeah. Like, what does it mean for strategy, for the roster? Those big calls Daboll and Schoen have to make.
Exactly. What does it imply for team strategies, for those crucial roster decisions? Because we're edging closer. The energy, like you said, was palpable. And we saw some really interesting things.
Palpable is the perfect word. And speaking of interesting things, if you were hoping for, fireworks from the QBs, Russell or Dart, just airing it out all day, you probably left MetLife feeling a little bit underwhelmed. Because, and here's where it gets really interesting, day 5, it was all about the ground game.
Okay, shifting focus.
Big time. I mean, we're talking screens, counters, zone left, zone right. It felt like the pass game got benched like it owed Coach Daboll money. It was such a clear, deliberate focus.
It definitely sounds like it. When you look at the bigger picture, that kind of heavy emphasis on the ground game this early, it often signals a foundational approach.
Like building an identity.
Exactly. Shoring up the team's run identity, establishing that physicality they want. Now, Russell did go 3 for 4, Dart was 4 for 6, but the notes say they were like quick throws, controlled.
Yeah, get it out fast.
Right. Almost designed to keep the ball moving on the ground or just quick releases. So, this raises a compelling question for us. Is this heavy run focus a strategic choice? Are they trying to install a specific run-first mentality right from the start?
Whoa.
Or is it maybe more reactive? Are they leveraging specific personnel strengths they're seeing early on in practice? It's not just about what they can do, but maybe what they want to do, or maybe even what they have to do based on who's looking good.
Makes sense. And you mentioned the heat. It was no joke. They brought out watermelon for the linemen.
Seriously, just to keep them upright.
Apparently. Just to keep them from, quote, wilting like cheap mascara. That's how intense the trench work was.
Well, watermelon and offensive linemen, that's commitment.
Yeah.
Tells you where the focus was.
It really does. Okay, so let's unpack this a bit more. Let's shift to the receivers, specifically that slot position. Wan'Dale Robinson got a rest day, right? Well-deserved.
Yeah, he's earned it. Puts a spotlight elsewhere.
It really did. And 2 names popped up. One, Emir Smith-Marset, we kind of know him, seen flashes. But the other one, this was the surprise. Dalen Cambre.
Cambre, okay. The undrafted rookie.
Yeah, the undrafted guy out of, and I love this description from the source, Nowheresville University. This kid just sort of appeared and made some noise.
Well, what's really compelling about Cambre, based on those day 5 notes, is how quickly he seemed to progress and make an impact. He's got that reputation, right? This special teams dog.
The grinder.
That grit, that determination you need for coverage units. But on day 5, it wasn't just about grit. He was stepping in with the first team during the on-air drills.
Whoa, okay. First team reps for an undrafted guy.
Exactly. That's not just speculation. That means the coaches actively wanted to see him against the top defense.
Yeah.
The notes, they're pretty vivid. Said he was acting like he trying to steal Bryce Ford Wheaton's lunch money and his 53-man roster spot.
Love that. Intense.
It's not just colors to language, right? It speaks to the intensity, the immediate competitiveness he brought. For an undrafted rookie to show that confidence, that capability, especially getting first-team looks this early, that says a lot.
He wasn't just there for the experience. He was there to take a job. Okay, speaking of players making a statement, man, if there's one guy who had me practically jumping out of my seat, just buzzing.
Let me guess. Skattebo.
You got it. Cam Skattebo. This guy walked onto the field, day 5, pads on, and basically said, pads, say less. Bring on the contact.
Okay. Ready to rumble.
This kid isn't just making waves. He's creating a tsunami in that running back room. He got first team reps, and he was driving through contact, pushing piles. making a serious case.
So really standing out physically.
Oh, yeah. The notes described him perfectly. That boy runs like he got beef with the grass. Just angry. Every carry felt impactful, decisive. That physicality, you just love to see it.
And he really took that opportunity and, well, ran with it.
Yeah.
Literally. The observations were pretty stark. Yards after contact and the occasional body left behind.
Leaving guys on the ground.
It sounds like it. There's nothing subtle there. It's power, it's forward momentum, breaking tackles. He's not trying to juke you. He's trying to run through you. You could tell he earned some respect quick.
For sure. Number 0, keep your eyes on him.
Absolutely. We should definitely be watching #0 because this kind of early impact, it's significant. If we connect this back to the bigger picture, a strong showing from an unheralded back like Skattebo, that could fundamentally alter the depth chart.
Yeah, shakes things up.
It might even influence play calling down the line. Gives Daboll another weapon, a different kind of weapon, which raises the question, right? How does his style, that power style, complement or maybe challenge the guys already there?
Like, how does he fit with Saquon or whoever else is in the mix? Good problem to have, I guess.
Definitely a good problem.
Yeah.
Adds a different dimension.
Okay, let's pivot. The big guys. O-line. Specifically, Neal at right tackle. The notes said he looked solid.
Solid, okay. Not dominant.
Not dominant, no. But solid. Held his own. But let's be real, the report also kind of threw some shade, saying our D tackle group ain't exactly the Monstars right now.
Okay, fair context.
So yeah, let's call it like it is. He passed the test, but maybe the test had extra credit just for showing up and not completely falling apart. It's progress, sure, but still work to do for him to be truly dominant.
That's a really crucial distinction. And while Neal had those solid moments, the bigger O-line story, it sounds like, was the false starts. There's a ton of them.
Ugh, yeah, too many.
And that clearly got under Coach Daboll's skin.
Yeah.
Led to what the notes called his first official practice meltdown of camp.
Oh boy, Daboll meltdown.
Sounds like it. Screaming, pacing, probably thinking about weaponizing his whistle. Apparently turns beet red and sounds like, quote, a Staten Island cab driver.
I can picture it. Peak traffic anger Daboll.
And it wasn't just the O-line, apparently. Pre-snap penalties, Daboll hates those. Calls them the devil. Both sides of the ball were kind of possessed, according to the notes.
Wow. Cleaning that up has to be priority number 1.
Absolutely. And his reaction, that intensity, what does it tell us? About discipline, about the pressure maybe? It's a clear signal. 0 tolerance for mental mistakes. Foundational stuff for him.
You know it's serious when he goes full Big Apple red?
Yeah.
Intensity through the roof. Okay, let's flip sides. Defense, cornerback, saw a familiar face back at CB2.
Oh, yeah. Who was it?
Mr. Cor'Dale Flott. He was running with the first team to start the day. You know, him and Deontay Banks have been doing that camp musical chairs thing for the outside spot.
Right, that battle's been ongoing.
Yeah, but day 5, Flott was back in the main chair, getting those first team reps. That competition is fierce, which honestly, as a fan, you love to see it.
It's a great point about internal pressure. You know, what's insightful about Flott, based on the notes, is he didn't just look like he belonged, he looked comfortable. Showed quiet confidence, good leverage.
Key traits for a corner.
Absolutely critical, especially against first-team receivers. Speaks to his development. But, you know, the realistic caveat was there too. One false step and he'll be watching from the sideline. So that batter, still raging.
Keeps him sharp, keeps Banks sharp too.
Exactly. And connecting that to the bigger picture, these competitive camp battles are just crucial. They push players, they build depth, ensures only the most consistent guys earn those starting roles. It's healthy, even if it leads to tough decisions later.
Makes everyone better. That's what we need. Okay, so let's boil this all down. What does it mean for us, the fans, hanging on every update? Let's pour out the hottest nuggets, the steamiest sips from this Day 5 deep dive.
All right, let's distill it. Key insights from Day 5 based on your observations. First, Cam Skattebo. Stock is absolutely rising. Must-watch rookie. Could carve out a real role, not just a camp body.
Love it. Keep going.
Second, Dalen Cambre. Stepped up big time with Wan'Dale out. Keep your eyes peeled on that slot competition. He showed he can hang with the ones.
Undrafted surprise. Okay.
Third, Neal. Checked a box, yes, but maybe an empty box, like you said. Solid, but needs to show more dominance consistently, especially when the competition ramps up.
Still proving time. Got it.
Fourth, Coach Daboll. He is not, repeat not, messing around with pre-snap penalties. Expect high discipline, 0 tolerance for those mental errors. He made that crystal clear.
Loud and clear, apparently, and red.
Yeah. And finally, yes, it was hot. Like fainting goat, hot. The watermelon might need an NIL deal. but seriously, it underscored their focus on pushing through challenging conditions.
What an incredible deep dive, man. Day 5, the energy, the competition heating up, the Daboll intensity. It is all building towards, hopefully, an electrifying season for Big Blue.
That's the hope.
We love bringing you these insights, helping you get the knowledge quick, straight from the field, straight from the notes. It's why we do these deep dives, so you're always in the loop.
And it really leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it? A final question for you, the listener, to mull over. Considering that heavy emphasis on the run game we saw, and these intense battles from rookies like Skattebo and Cambre, how might these early camp dynamics fundamentally shape the Giants' identity? Their offensive, even defensive strategies once the real games kick off. Think about those ripple effects.
Ooh, good question. Something to chew on. Keep watching, keep learning, folks.
We'll be back with more insights soon.
All right, well, I think that just about wraps things up for this deep dive.
Yeah, seems like a good place to pause.
Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And a huge shout out always to BLKFREEZYTV.
Oh, definitely.
For the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep. Their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.
Until next time.